Hey, welcome to Dow Stock Talk, where I talk about topics relating to investing in finance, but more specifically, the stock market. In this video, I'll be going to update on my Republic portfolio and I'll be going over my newest investment. That's right, investing in a video game fund. It's on Republic. If you guys aren't sure what Republic is a platform that allows you to invest in startups, video games, crypto, real estate, and all that. They're mainly known for startups, but they have been branching out. And in this particular video, I'll be going over my newest investment that I plan on getting. It's investing in a video game fund where you will receive royalty based off of their revenue. But before we continue, make sure you smash the like button because it helps YouTube algorithm. It helps YouTube know that my video to reach a broader audience. If you want to see more information, if you want to see other videos regarding Republic, make sure you check my suggested videos. As well, if you want to see any other videos on alternative investments or different investment platforms, also check my suggested videos. So I did a few videos on Republic, but I really want to go over my latest investment that I'm going to make. But I'll just give you an update on my overall portfolio. Let me click my portfolio so you guys can end up seeing. So these are the ones that my investments. It should show up in a second. This was the music royalty yet. I haven't heard any updates from it. The song did get some downloads. It was where I would get royalty from the music. I'll keep you updated on that. So far, all I have is the wallet, and they have a wallet, and they have a wallet number. If you click on it, see they have the external wallet. So the money is the royalties was supposed to be sent to my wallet. I have not yet received it, but I'll definitely keep you guys abreast. These are other ones that I was just doing $20, $20, $20. I kind of stopped that because I really wasn't necessarily sure if it was going to be worth it because it's only $20. And a lot of these startups probably won't be successful. Now, this one, Temple One, this was almost like a REIT. If you're not really sure what that is, it's just where you kind of combine a lot of different investors to help fund real estate or real estate stuff. So like I said, I thought this one was like pretty cool. I did this one. I am a little disappointed, to be honest, because I initially invested in this, I want to say almost in 2000, I believe in 2020. It's 2022. And the information as far as updates or when I receive the information and stuff like that, I haven't really been getting any new updates. And also I'm kind of thinking about it. Hey, I invested $500, almost 2 years ago, and I haven't really seen anything or any type of structure of, okay, when will we start seeing payments and stuff like that. Things just seem like to go off a rail. And I noticed this with some of these startups and stuff like that. So it really is not something reassuring. So I would like it where they would at least have quarterly of exactly the updates and stuff like that. It seems like a lot of stuff is just like time can go by and I'm just like, okay, if I would have took that $500, if it's not actually going to be used, or I'm not going to start receiving money into 3-4 years down the road, it's just kind of like, well, what I could have done something else with the money as well. But once again, my newest investment that I will be making, video game fund, it's called Fake Portfolio Share. So what it is it's a group of video games that's put together. So they have like 10 or 15 different games. So what happened is you fund multiple different games, and then you will receive your money based off of how well the sales go, what they call revenue share. So the more sales they get, the more money that you would get. So like I said, I like this before. I did do one with one video game. It was called Marie. That one did not go so well. I invested in it probably, and actually, let me show you guys, because like I said, I want to be completely transparent with my experience. Yeah, so I invested in this one, and this one I invested a while, like I said, a while ago, and I had very little updates about it. They talking about changing it, putting it on the blockchain, and there's like so much time went by. It's just kind of like I really did not like that investing in one individual video game. It was just like things is just kind of like in La La Land. It's just like, okay, what's going on and doing the game or not. So that one was not a success. I will definitely let you know. I thought it would be pretty cool, but yeah, I'm not really happy with that investment so far. But I haven't completely gave up. So that was one particular game. That's why going forward, I like the other one better. The Fig shares a little bit better because the Fig shares, there's numerous games. They're at least going to do 10 different games. But like I said, it's 10 days left and the minimum investment is $1,000. So like I said, I will keep you guys updated, but I'm going to really kind of focus on how this will actually work so you guys can know. Currently, they raised $1.8 million, 863 investors, 10 days left. Normally, I started kind of doing this. I allocated my money closer to the end because if I invest too early, I kind of already made that commitment. So in that time period, I normally kind of wait a little later on. The minimum investment is $1,000. The fundraising goal is 1.5 million to 15 million. Like I said, the deadline already, and I'll just kind of play it easier to hear the sound, but just to give you an idea of the games and stuff that they end up having. And let me just show you exactly how it would work. So pretty much it was like this. So we have the investment where they collect the funds, Fig would receive it, and then they would give it to the developers. Now your returns is based off of the sales, the shares from Fig. Fig would then give the money to investors. So the developers would keep some. The shares that Fig have, which would consist of the numerous investors, then he would end up getting paid. And I'll explain it in a little bit more detail a little bit later. They partnership with Atari, Rose City Games, Crispy Creators. So these are the different types of studio or projects that will be making the games and the different types of games that they will make based off of the budget. I do like this one because I already know they said in 5 years they're expecting you to double or triple your money. That's what they say, 2x, 3x in the next 5 years, which is pretty good. So, if I'm going to take a big risk or I'm going to have my money in limbo for a while, I would like to see a big return. I also like how they're very transparent about this one. They're saying the capital will be employed within 12 to 24 months. So that kind of let me know the time frame. The other ones, like I said, going forward with these startups and even paying dividends and stuff, I would lastly like to see, okay, when's the capital is going to be employed and specifically when I'm going to expect the money. So it's the portfolio shares. This is how the contribution would go. 10% of the portfolio shares fund raised or half of each game's campaign goal or budget. So from there, the stake in which Fig would own based off of the sales that they would get for their revenue. And I like this one because revenue is just sales, so that's not after expenses and stuff like that. So based off of sales, we would get the evenly proportion for the shares. We get 50%. So you get 50% of the shares Fig would receive, and then that would end up getting paid towards investors. So I like the fact that even if the game isn't profitable, you're getting paid based off of how many sales the game would end up getting. So this is Fig current standard revenue shares. So what happened is, and it's kind of specific rules. So for each particular revenue they would get, you would get 50% of that, and you get 3x. And then after that, it can get like a little confusing. But after you got a 3x return, then you would only get 25% of the revenue. But you also got to keep in mind we're talking about Fig's stake in the overall game budget. So Fig owns a certain percentage of that, evenly proportioned to what Fig's own. 50% of the revenue would go towards paying you back up until you would get a 3x, which is the goal. Then after that, you would still receive royalty up to 60 months, which is 5 years. And after that 5 years, you will no longer be receiving royalties from the game. This is assuming that these games succeed. So if the ones that doesn't fail or something like that, then you're out of luck. And any money that isn't used will be refunded back to investors. Now, how does it work? So this would end up happening. You buy shares or revenue shares from Fig. Fig then gives the money to them. And then from there, once they have the shares, the investors will be getting paid on a biannually or dividend, so they would get paid twice a year. And all of this would be, like I said, based off of the shares. Now, this is also an important thing to mention. 85% of the revenue will be paid to investors, and 15% will go to fake. And these are projections. So this is what most people would probably want to see. Like I said, you get paid twice a year. So this is just like a break even, so you know how many. Then this is just a projection of how how many sales that they would have to get in order to break even, or in order to 2x or 3x. So they would have to make $4 million of sales, 9 million to double, and 13 million to triple your investment. And you also got to remember that investors get 85% and FIG get 15%. So that's why it's like that. See, it says FIG's fund 4.5 million, $1 share. I mean 1K share. 85% of that will be distributed to investors. So as you can see, like that. And I also like this. They end up telling you this is how it will actually end up working for my newest investment. So the campaign is going to end pretty soon. I'll put the $1,000 there. So then a whole year goes by, pretty much, for them to, I guess, to develop the game and stuff. So after the year, I should get once the whole year, once the campaign finish, a whole year, and then you should receive, after the year, you should see the first payout, the second payout. And then they also have, this part can kind of vary, but they just kind of give you a outlier. And these are some games that they did in the past. I will definitely keep you guys updated on how this particularly go. My other one, what I just did one, it was very unsuccessful. And I will like to say, overall, with the Republic, I would really like it if they had a lot more structure, and as far as follow up, because a lot of these I'll invest, and I really haven't really been hearing anything. It's just kind of like things are kind of going all over the place. But that is pretty much it. Let me know what you think about Republic and my latest investment. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new, make sure you subscribe to my channel.